Hi, this is Charles, and I wanted to talk more about different types of Gladiator games that I found that I liked. The three I've talked about so far are Ludus Gladiatorius 2. There's also a 1 edition, but I highly recommend 2 because it comes with a lion. There is also Spartacus Blood and Sand, and then there's also Arena Games. Now, Arena Games is just a rule set, and it's probably my favorite so far as being a very good tactical type game and stuff. Now, Ludus Gladiatorius 2 comes with 5 figures, and I'm not sure if these figures are from Ludus Gladiatorius or Ludus Gladiatorius 2, but each figure has its own character sheet. And you'll see special types of attacks that these people can do, their life points, how he fights. So he's got some really cool stuff that he can do, and there's got explanations of his rules that he can do. And then each person has their own characteristics. As you can see, the condemned criminal here, which is the guy with the knife on the left. Amazon, how the dice work. So you have attack dice and defense dice, back and forth. And then you've got the lion who's got 10 strength points, and 10 strength points, and he runs around the boards and attacks and stuff like that. Now, this is the most complete thing because it comes with the painted characters, the map, which is a paper map. You put plexiglass on it, looks perfectly fine. It has order tokens, which I'm going to see if I can find here, for each specific type of character that you have. You have double defense, savage attack, feint, defense, eye is some kind of trick. I can't remember what it is. But each one of the characters' special abilities, their color goes with that specific thing. So you draw an order, or you place an order in front of your unit, and that's the order that you're going to do. You go in initiative order, and you decide whether you're going to do a savage attack, which is 2 attacks, and you cannot do any fence. DD, I think, is a double defense. A feint is a fake out. A D is a single defense. And then you also have blank orders, so if you want to save up your special abilities for later on. And again, I think on Board Game Geek there's some nice stuff. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the initiative cup draw. There are some really nice things, custom work that somebody has done out there for cards and such like that to enhance the game. And those are all free, you just print them out, etc. Okay, so that's Ludus Gladiatorius. We put the guys out there, there's hex facing, all that, and you put your orders out there, and then you complete those orders, and you take hits, etc. Okay, so now, quickly talking about Spartacus. I don't have the game out, but Spartacus has several different types of rounds. It does not primarily focus on the gladiator combat. The combat is sort of like Risk. So if my card for this guy says that I get 4 attack die, and this one says he gets 3 defense die, you'll roll those and you'll compare the 2 die against each other. And just like Risk, 6s beat 5s, you go in order, you put them down in order. So 6s beat 5s, a 5 would beat a 3, and then you compare those 2 along the line, and you keep taking away each other's dice till somebody loses the battle. The whole game orients about making money, and in that game, you have an intrigue phase where you can do dirty things to your opponents, take away their gold, take away their gladiators. You can just do all sorts of stuff to each other. There's a market phase where things are brought to the market, all laid upside down, and then one is flipped at a time, and everybody bids and uses their gold to buy more gladiators, buy more slaves. Slaves generate income while gladiators cost you money. So there's an interesting balance as far as generating money, raising really good gladiators, how much they cost, how much everybody else is willing to bid for it. And the game is based on influence. So the more influence that the domine, which is the person in charge of the house, has, is more likely to win the game. So that's the difference in the 3 systems. So if you're considering buying a game and you like European strategy games, games with a lot of intrigue and card play, Spartacus Blood and Treachery is a really, really good game. The combat system is really weak, but it's still fun. And you can play 3 to 4 players with this, and you can also get an expansion which lets you play up to 6 people. And again, it's one of my favorite games right now. I just really thought that the Gladiator system could use a little tweaking if you want. And so, going back to a comparison to the 3, Ludus Gladiatorius has all the components you need for a great game. The defense orders are included, the map is included, and it's got some really nice pre-painted miniatures. Now, Spartacus Blood and Sand comes with some 3D miniatures, which are really nice, but they're unpainted and they're resin or plastic. I can't really tell. And so the last thing is the Arena Games rules, which does not come with anything except the rule set. So you're going to need miniatures of some sort to play the game. Ludus Gladiatorius, you can get that for about 20 bucks from what I've seen. You get 5 figures, and that averages out about $3.50 per figure. So I checked out some prices for Gladiators, and most of the people I checked out were like $5 painted. So it's a really good deal just to get the miniatures, plus you get a little game to boot. If you like the tactical combat gladiator type thing only, Ludus Gladiatorius is probably the best. Is probably the best way to go for bang for the buck. If you're looking to have a good time with friends and kind of have everything there, and possibly buy the Arena Games rules later, I would buy Spartacus Blood and Sand, paint the miniatures, get the $10 download later on, and just have fun with it and play both. This Arena is absolutely awesome for Arena type games, and it's a lot of fun. And then lastly, Arena Games is a great rule set, super easy, super fun, super tactical. You're running around using movement points to get behind the guy, you're taking damage points and all sorts of things like that. So it is an excellent system, but again, you don't have the miniatures and you don't have the map. And I've also been told cake decoration pillars are a great way to put columns onto the battlefield. So if you wanted to put a column here and a column here, buying one of those is an excellent way to do it. So that's it for a comparison of the 3 games. I hope I didn't give you too much information, but going down the line, Ludus Gladiatorius 2, about 20 bucks from online. Spartacus Blood and Sand, I'm guessing about $40, something like that. It's a new game from Gale Force 9. And this is like their second venture, I think, in board gaming. And there's a lot of board gamers really like this. And then plus the fact you get the miniatures and all that, gives you a lot to start with if you want. And then the last thing to talk about is Arena Games, which is a great rule set, but no miniatures, no map, and you pretty much have to go out and find everything anyway. So if you're looking for a cost-effective way to do it, Ludus Gladiatorius is the best way to start. Second best way would be Spartacus Blood and Sand. Have fun with it, play it. Later on, get the $10 rule set, and then you can add that on. Your total investment cost will be about $50. Or you can be like me, and you have to have all 3. So I got Ludus Gladiatorius 2 with the pre-painted miniatures. I also have the paper map. If I want to carry these around in my pocket, I can basically have a whole complete game in my pocket. And then Ludus Spartacus Blood and Sand, absolutely awesome multiplayer game, a lot of fun. I've played it with a lot of different types of people, and so far they've all enjoyed it a lot. But it's tough because there is a lot of treachery involved, so if people get their feelings hurt, it could be a little tougher game for you. But, it is Gladiator, so nobody's going to be nice to each other. So anyways, that's it for the comparison of the 3 games. I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day.